What's up, you guys? I literally got dementia right as this went on. I forgot everything. Like, what am I doing? Do you like the outfit? All right, you guys. So, for those of you that are new here, I'm Ashton, and this is Live with Ashton. And you probably know me from hosting everything or from creating memes all over the internet. I have been seemingly successful at it. Let me get my earphones in so I could hear the feedback and then I could feel more comfortable. But for my OGs, welcome back. I want to build on the topic we were talking about last week, but I don't want to be so boring about it. And we'll get into that. Let me just get this up. There we go. Okay, okay. I love it. Love it. Are we going to share the live? We could. We could. Um, oh, let me just. Why am I making that noise? I gotta stop. I tried to wear something cute, like what Wendy Williams would wear. Ooh. I'm creating the thumbnail for those of you that are confused. Should I put my follower count in there? All right. You guys know how it goes. For the first few moments, I gotta get prepared. I gotta let everybody know. I brought a clip to like clip my hair up. This is like ADHD brain in motion. Like I started out trying to fix this and then I put the phone down to try to tell everyone and then I was moving on to the clip. Let's complete it. Oops, sorry guys. Let's complete a task. How about we complete a task and then move to the next? I fought off the urge to put a hat on, my favorite one, a beanie. Oh, this is not. This is not what I asked for. Or do you like it? My outfit. How would the French, you know that line? Yeah, you like my outfit. How would French say? Yes, you like me outfit. The reason why is Chanel French. I was gonna say it's Chanel, aka Cheyenne. Sorry, I'm listening to the feedback. I have to practice not doing that. So like when I'm really on a talk show and I'm listening to my feedback, I will literally interact with my own self talking, and then in real time, people will be like, "This girl is schizophrenic." All right, you guys, let me ask for your patience while I get this up. All right, I'm going to share my screen and maybe put something on for you guys to watch. So, for those of you that were like tuned in last week, I've figured out what we're going to do. The live streams are basically going to be the rough drafts of the episodes. So right now, this is the rough draft, and then there's going to be a moment where I go action, and then I really host the show for real, for real. And then I'll edit it in my own private personal space. I'll edit it into 2 episodes, so that means we're going to be on for about an hour and 30, no longer, because who's supposed to edit over an hour worth of footage? Not I, said the cat, not I. So yeah, we're gonna do that and then post it on Tuesday. I actually wanted it to be Wednesday. We're gonna post it on Wednesday and then maybe another one on Friday. And that's how this rotation is going to go until I get my long form content engagement up. I realize when I complain about getting like low views and stuff, it's not about it's only about the things I want views on. The things I don't give a fuck about get hella views. Like I have one reel that I posted like 4 or 5 days ago. It's about to hit 1 million. I have two that's about to hit 1 million. And it's like I don't give a fuck. Well, I do care, but I want you guys to watch the talk show so I can like continue negotiations for my own talk show. Y'all not helping me. Like I can't go on here and be like, oh well, I have 5. Love you 5. Love you 5. I have 5 loyal viewers. I mean, but see, this is the thing. It's called exposure. So I'm not even being exposed to people because I feel like in a room of 10, I could pull 7. That's pretty confident. Like in a room of 10, I know I could pull 7. Like maybe 5 would like be like, no, let's be more realistic. 3 people would avidly hate watch. Like, fuck this bitch, I hate her. Okay, I said 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, so I have 4. 2 people would be like intrigued, like, like, you know, like they can't stop watching me because they don't know like what the fuck is this. And then I'll have 2 more, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Then I'll have 2 more that's just a fan. It's like, I love this girl. I love how she tells it how it is, whatever people say and whatever. But in a room full of 10, I will pull 7. But see, that's the thing. They don't put me in a room full of 10 because I'm a liability, which we're going to cover that maybe later in the show. But we'll talk a little bit about it now. I did a lot of research. Like, I feel like I am getting off topic somewhere. Anyways, I did a lot of research. And from the research, what did I research? I researched everything except watching Wendy Williams. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was going to share the stream. But then I start trying to promo it. Let's tell the story and then we'll get back into it. I can fix my necklace while I do this. Anyways, I was doing a lot of research, and when I do research, I mostly look at how I usually do things. I look at people that I admire and see like how their come up was and like what they did, and like around year 5, what was their transition style, you know, research. So I did research. Now, what am I talking about? Why? Basically, it was to do this show better. Like, what is it that's like not catching the audience? I absolutely don't want this. I'm sorry, this sound is in the mic. I'm gonna have to ignore it. I don't want that to happen though. I have 30 minutes before I have to get it together though. Or maybe 20. Last show, it took me 20 minutes to get to the point. Regardless, whatever we was talking about in regards to the research, I did a lot of research last week in order to appear here and kind of do a little better. Not that I sucked, but do better. You can always do better. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Go, go. Sometimes I can get lucky with just untangling it. And then sometimes I just got to take it apart. All right. So that was that story about me doing research. Yeah, I did research. I know I'm going to watch the playback and then realize what I was even talking about and why I brought up research. I feel like it was more than just what I told you guys, but whatever. Okay. I don't know. So let's see if I can share this screen. Nope, that's not how you do it. Oh, can I not share the screen on this? Oh, okay, share screen. Also share tab audio. Yeah. Duh. So let's see how this looks. Oh, look at that. Okay, good. Although I would like to see myself a little bigger. It's okay. Let me not be. What am I looking for? Oh. We're just going to put something on for you guys while I get it together on my end. So let's watch this show I'm watching. And you guys can like watch it while I'm getting this all. This, I'm going to show you guys. This is
my forehead is huge.
I hate my ears.
Choco, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? I mean, it's bad enough you're making me fake an ID, but at least give me something I can work with.
It's the only booth I could find. You've got all these like high-tech, jazzy, schmazzy computers in here.
One of the reels.
Just take out Mecca and Penguin, it'll work. Come on.
Wait, I can.
It'll take like 2 seconds.
The boss will have my ass for this. It's illegal. It's against store policy.
Oh, but downloading pornography on company time's like all good, right?
Oh, can I help you?
Yeah, I need to make some posters.
And be sure to hit the like button for you guys, please. It's anonymous.
Make me 22. 21 is like so obvious.
Oh, boy, I'm not made of money.
Oh, 3? No. In the comic shop or whatever. Are you ever gonna ask that girl out?
I gotta find the right moment.
Right moment, my ass. What about now? She's like right over there.
What? No, not now. No way. I'm not in the right mindset.
Oh, God.
Alex, we got a print job here. Can you take care of it? He's the expert. I just own the place.
Can I help you?
So you're the expert, huh?
You might say that.
This has to be just right. I want the ink blood red, not, orangey.
This is, really cool. I mean, are you involved with this? So how many copies do you want?
Ugh, my bro, the sex machine.
You see, you're gonna have a problem with this one. The plastic is just too thin for New York. Any common bouncer will spot this in a second. What you need is a Florida driver's license, because they really are laminated cheaper. U.S. military. This should get you in a lot of trouble, but it usually works. Canadian. Perfect, but humiliating.
I hear the best way to break in an ID is in a restaurant. Order a lot of food and sneak in a drink.
Oldest trick in the book. Works, though. What do you say? Want to grab a burger? I'm hungry.
Ugh, vile.
Yeah, meat is so vile.
I meant fruity.
Talking vile, you guys hear about that Malaysian place that just opened up on First? I hear they serve fried slugs.
Matt, come on now. That's nasty.
Ugh, puke.
What's wrong with fried slugs? They're no worse than charred cow or processed pig guts. That's hot dogs to you.
Oh, yeah, but hot dogs taste good. Snails, on the other hand, ugh.
What's the matter? You scared?
Fruity not scared. Fruity smart.
Yeah.
The way my mind works, I can't just watch a cartoon. I have to be embodying.
How about you, Mecca?
No way.
I already know,
Matt,
I need to start.
I know you'd eat them.
Nah, I think I'll pass.
What do you think? You want to check this place out? Seems like we're the only ones with any balls around here.
I bet you eat those too.
Not nice at all.
I'm down. How about Saturday night? 9 o'clock?
Cool. Yeah, I should be up by then.
Hey, is it okay if I bring my brother along? He loves all that weird and exotic crap. She's all like, sure, why not? Oh, plus I told you you'd insist on paying.
Oh, Chaka, I don't know if I...
Don't sweat it. I made you look good. Now you get to go out with Serena without even asking her. You owe me
I
big
love
time.
Chaka
Oh,
because
God, I can't believe what you
she and her
did.
brother
Do you know what you
think
did? I can't believe what you did.
she
Oh, my.
does a job,
You
but
didn't
she's
tell her I'm the
always
guy
with
from the
them,
copy
and I'm
shop,
like,
did
I need
you?
to be more like
Ugh,
Chaka.
of course
She's
not.
asking people
Do you want
for
me to
money.
ruin you?
And she doesn't ask in a
And
begging
after
way. She
dinner,
asks
I'll
with a
make up
little
some
bit
excuse
of
to
like,
cut out and leave you
"Where are
guys
you
alone.
going?"
Genius, huh?
Oh, I'm gonna vomit.
What's
Like,
wrong
no
with
more
you?
proud
God, can't you
bucket.
chow on a
I'm
few
asking for
fried
money.
slugs for the chance to be with your
How much
woman?
The slugs are no problem, but I don't know. I mean, what am I gonna say?
That's the beauty part. You don't have to say anything. We'll all be too busy gagging to talk.
Well, it's just a little get-together. It's not exactly like a real date,
No,
but
it's not like a date. It's just casual, right?
Yeah.
It's just a casual exercise in utter humiliation.
Jen, I'm okay. I can handle it.
You have nothing in common with this girl. What can you possibly have to talk about?
There's such a thing as universals. Hello. Life makes no value judgments. It is up to us to decide what course of action to take. Another slug.
I had no idea your brother was so fascinating and perceptive.
He is pretty cool.
Universals, huh?
Yeah, philosophy crap. Life
What's
makes
he
no
babbling
value
about?
judgments. It's not
I
informed.
can't even believe
There
we're
is no
related.
right.
You're gonna make a total idiot of yourself, and you know it. But you're still gonna walk right in and take what's coming to you.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself.
Oh, I beg to differ. You could drop food in your lap, forget to put on deodorant that day, spit in Serena's face while you talk,
You're not helping here.
and where you ever got the idea you'd hit it off with a vampire is beyond me.
Now, for your information, she's not a vampire. She just likes to dress that way.
Oh, I'm sorry. All pallid, pouty people look alike to me.
Plus, she's a very talented zither player.
Which you know all about and love so much. You realize you're really gonna humiliate yourself.
Hey, thanks, man. I really needed that positive reinforcement.
No problem. Glad to be of service. Stop by anytime. Good luck on your date.
Part of my insecurity is like, should I be wearing makeup?
Black hole, the common metaphors linking world religion. Joke I heard the other day on Howard Stern.
I am so intoxicated by your charm. I feel like I'm floating, fainting, or riding a carousel.
Let us merge our souls. Would you like a breadstick?
I sure would.
Isn't this Freudian?
It sure is.
Slimy.
I am concerned about our situation.
Follow me and your cares will subside. Enveloping womanness awaits.
Wow. Your antennae are really long.
Serena, wait, I'm right behind you. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Don't go. Dead, this sticky, viscous goo.
The fact is kind of hard because I can't get a link. And I'm barely getting like good numbers on TikTok, and I don't know how to do it. Whatever. Here. I'll show more this So we got LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all three. YouTube. Okay, I got
How's it coming?
Fine.
I hope so. You're using expensive paper. There's a customer. Why don't you handle it?
You look like hell.
Oh, gee, thanks. How come you can never say that to a girl? You look like hell today, Jen.
Thank you. I think that's the first time you referred to me as a girl and not as like the ace.
All right, I'm sorry, you guys. I am back. That was a little bit stressful. Very stressful. I only have trouble when I stream directly on YouTube, and I don't even know why. Luckily, I hadn't gotten started yet. And I just put the links out, so then everybody like logs in and sees this fuck shit. Whatever. I just gotta wait for it to catch up. is happening? Why don't I hear it? Why don't I hear it? Okay. I had to refresh my screen. So you guys, I don't know if you have a problem. Refresh your screen. I'll be back. All right. So now I can feel comfortable to post the link. Yeah, every time I try to stream directly onto YouTube, there's always some type of problem. I have to go through a different source to get the optimum quality. All right. That was the last thing, you guys. I put it out on YouTube. On YouTube. Wait. If there's a camera up in here, then I best not get this flick on YouTube. All right, you guys. We're back. I got everything out. So let's get started in the show. 20 minutes into it, as per usual. And action. What's up, you guys? This is Live with Ashton.tonee, the Monday Hangout. I'm your host, Ashton.tonee, and we have a lot of cool topics to talk about. So, let's get started, shall we? Everyone is still buzzing with wireless festival talk. So I guess we can lead into that. I caught a few of the days, like 2, like Friday, Saturday. I watched Ben's stream, Ben Dodon, and Tota, basically everyone who was with each other. But Ben and Tota's stream was like the exact same thing. So I would just go back and forth just to compare numbers because I'm also a computer by nature. I want to see like, okay, who's getting the bigger numbers? Why are they getting the bigger numbers? Because it's like literally the same exact screen. It's just one's on Tota's account and one's on Ben's Twitch. So I wanted to go back and forth and see. So I want to make sure this isn't burning my computer. And then DG went on Saturday. So then I caught his on Saturday. He had good quality, but his personality is like lately a wet sandwich. Like he's so, I don't want to say he's so depressive, but kind of. Sorry, let me pull up my topics. So yeah, anyways, any complaints? I wish there were more girl streamers because sometimes I just don't want to hear nigga commentary, dude commentary. You know, like they all have the same thing, you know, they all say the same things. So sometimes I just want to hear a different POV, like a girl's POV. Anyways, it wasn't too horrible. Ben's entertaining, and I actually like Ben. Like that's what I realized. Sorry, you guys. I realized just now that I never put on lipstick. I did plan to at least do that, but I don't even have it in here. Oh well. Anyways, Ben is actually entertaining. Not in the same way as like Kai Cenat or Tota or even Ray. He's just, I don't know, he would make a great producer. Like if he had a show or if someone had a show and he produced it, he would make a great producer because he was on it. Like, is the quality okay? The sound? He was also reading feedback from the chat. So like when I say I like Ben, it's for all those qualities. Like he was really working the event. You know how some people get invited to like high caliber events and then they just kind of like fuck off. He didn't do that. He really was like taking it seriously. And so Friday was a little bit of like bleh because they were keeping the camera on them. And then in the chat, everyone was just like, we don't want to see you put Drake on the screen. Second day that I watched, so much better. Like he had a better spot, he had it down. Now DDG is more tech savvy because on his he lagged it, I think like by 15 seconds, and then the quality was so much clearer. So yeah, that's how I caught it. I watched it through those guys. From what I saw, I mean, there's really nothing to talk about. For those of you that didn't see it, day one, I guess, was like R&B night. So they had appearances by Lauryn Hill. I saw somewhere that Nippa was there. I don't know what stage he was on, but I wish I knew a stream where I saw Nippa because I love Nippa. Let me try to find that really quick. Nippa, did he show up at Wireless Fest? Not Nipsey Hussle. All right, let's see. He was... Okay, maybe he didn't go. Yeah, oh well. I'm on The Guardian, but I don't want to take journalism from The Guardian. Anyways, I know Drake didn't bring out Nippa. I just saw that he was supposed to be there on one of the days, and I was excited, but there was no stream where I could see Nippa. So, anyways, yeah, Lauryn Hill, they had Party, but was Party Next Door on Friday or Saturday? I don't really remember the details because it is now Monday and my brain has moved on to other things. But just for a little bit of catch up for some of you that didn't watch it, it was pretty entertaining. Like Drake put on the show like he has bills to pay. So that like literally, like you could tell he put a lot of energy, attention to details. He really made sure that he gave the people what they wanted and more. So that was interesting. Going forward, or there's no going forward. What more commentary can I say before I move on? I like the concept of the streamers being there. I hope one day we move into a society where like there are a good group, like all access, like kind of like how paparazzi gets like all access backstage. Do they? Back in the day, I feel like they did. Anyways, like a good spot, like a spot specifically for the streamers, because I noticed in the chat a lot of people wanted to see like good quality footage of the show. And then it let me know how many people really can't travel. Like I guess traveling to these festivals is really an elite thing. It is one of those things that not everyone can afford to do. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think if it was a pay-per-view type of situation via the streamers and they had a real good setup, I wonder how many more tickets would they sell. I wonder, because I don't know how much the tickets are there, but like just, I don't know, $15 to tune in. I wonder. And then for those that don't want to pay, then they go watch them with ads. But that was just an idea that popped up into my head. But anyways, yeah, Wireless Fest seemed to be all the rave. It honestly looked like just a place for celebrities. Granted, there's some regular people there, and granted, I only watched the streamers POV, so I wasn't there to see. Although I should probably start going to these things so I can come back, and give you guys more tea opposed to just me on the phone trying to like research for you guys. That's a thought in my head. Any closing thoughts on Wireless Fest? No, we can move on. But yeah, we can cross that off. But yeah, one more thing. So on Saturday, was it Saturday? Yes, Saturday. I feel like, sorry guys, my eye is itchy. I was watching DDGs mostly because its quality was better, and occasionally we'll flip back to Ben. I feel like DDG felt like sad that he couldn't be on the stage. Like, I won't say sad, but like aspirational. Like, I wish that was me. Why? Because of his face when certain people came out and didn't get as much hype. And then also because as soon as it was over, he was just playing his music. And so it just let me know, oh, he wish it was him up there. I didn't know. I brought comfort gummies since I don't have water because I don't want to have to pee. But I didn't know that he was a musician first. Bear with me, guys. Your girl likes to stem. And so gummy bears are my favorite stem food. I don't get paid enough to show you what brand they are. But yeah. Oh, that's what it was. I was trying to bring my memory back. Another thing. I think it was day 3. I didn't watch the performances on day 3 at all because I was busy. I had other things going on. I'll tell you guys when we move on to the next topic. But it was like a scene where DDG was telling Ben that he's trying to do like a dating show. And then at the same time, he was telling Ben that, oh, it's just for content. Well, he said it was just for content and then he didn't repeat it again. I think in his mind it popped up how fucked up that is to do a dating show. But he's not really intending on really being with a girl. It's just for content. For that alone, I don't think it'll be, oops, sorry guys. For that alone, I think it will fail. Not to speak like limiting beliefs, but also that's why you shouldn't talk about things you're working on because people like me can speak limiting beliefs over it. But I think it would fail for that alone. It's not genuine and it's not authentic. He's not really looking for love. He's looking for something to do, something else for his channel. I was going to say, if he wants to do something for his channel, he should stream with me. But that's not a good look for me. I'll be damned. No shade. But also, I'm like, what's up with India? Why isn't he around India? I knew she wouldn't go to Wireless Fest. No shade, but simply because I felt like DDG would have to pay for everything. So for that, I figured he wouldn't even invite her. Also, I watched the camping, not the whole thing. I literally caught clips. And when I was on Twitch, it was just one scene, and it was a scene where him and is it Jay Cinco? Am I getting these names right? Anyways, they were talking about if they were going, and DDG was trying not to give no information. He was just like, maybe I'll go, maybe I won't go. This isn't verbatim quote, but basically, and I was like thinking, maybe he was doing that because he didn't want to pay for the people to like hop on with him, like, because the guy that was asking him seemed like he was only going to go if DDG went and then kind of like bum off of DDG's resources to get there. And then also the other thing was India. It seemed like he didn't want to talk too much about it because he didn't want India to ask to go because he didn't want to pay. Is this true? Probably not. That's just what I read into it just by watching it and looking at the situational behavior. So, yeah. I feel like my thoughts on the DDG India love situation has changed dramatically 2 reasons. I've gone through like a spiritual upgrade. And it has me looking at people differently. So like whereas I used to be a fangirl, now I'm kind of like side-eyeing. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say because I don't want any shade to be thrown. But there's just certain things I'm just kind of like, now I want to hold you accountable because you're not even acting like who you are. You're just being a clinky leech. There, I said it. And I love her down, but I don't know. Yeah. It's just kind of giving me the ick these days watching her on live because I had so much high hopes and high expectations and I thought she was about so much. And I told myself I wouldn't talk about this on live simply because I was really like kissing ass the couple of last streams about, oh, I love her so much. She's better than everybody. But honestly, like those thoughts hit me when I'm like brushing my teeth or like if I'm folding clothes and it'll hit me like, you really said she was better than everybody. And since I've like got to see Ben streams more, I've got to see everyone streams. Oh, Aiden was there too. I love Aiden. I know I'm jumping topics, but I'll never pass up on a chance to say I love Aiden. He's so entertaining. He reminds me of this guy I used to work with at LA Fitness named Jeremy, like the exact same personality. I wonder if he does coke. But exact same, like very much giving manic panic, like, but I love it. I love the energy. So much fun. Never a dull moment. I love it. Another thing I noticed, I know I'm dwelling on this way too long, but another thing I noticed is like the dynamic between Ben and DDG. Do they not like each other? I feel like they don't like each other really, but they just get along to get along. Is that a problem? No. I think that's a great example of how you don't have to be everybody's best friend, but you most definitely need to be professional and cordial. Just a side thought, but back to the whole point. Yeah, I was like saying like, oh, she was better than everybody. I don't see nobody asking for their autographs. And it's like, actually, yeah, there's a lot of people that ask for DDG's autograph and Ben's autograph. They're actually pretty famous. I just assume I don't know you. You're nobody in this industry. I have the biggest boss for where I am in this industry. Like the biggest boss. Like I really have borderline way too much confidence because really I for real thought that like, oh, who are these nobodies? India Love's the only person I know. But anyways, since then, it's been like what, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. I just have a different feeling. Like maybe if she comes with some cool shit and like redeems herself, but right now it's just giving dependent. And I'm like, I thought there was so much more. Like maybe I was just enamored with the hype or the beauty. I just thought there was so much more. Because like sometimes she do be feeling like such a interesting person, but lately it's when she's with the guys, like the guys when she's playing like the girlfriend role, she diminishes herself so much percent, and just becomes like this subservient, like I'm your girl, super clingy. And I just don't want to see that. Like, not that I'm a hater with love and romance. I just want to see you be you and do you. I don't want to see you literally forgot the word. But anyways, I don't want to see her clamoring or just up under a nigga, you know? Do something, do some flips, be exciting. Let's dance. So yeah, my whole POV has changed with that whole situation. It makes sense why DDG wants to do a dating show, because I think he got a lot of views with the idea of him with India, so he wants to try to recreate that. But like I said, I don't think it's gonna work. I think it will fail because it's not genuine. He doesn't really want a girlfriend. He just wants views and to get his business going. He should start. Has he put music out in a while? Like, I've never listened to a DDG song ever in my life. Although I've heard Pink Dreads on TikTok, and when I'm done, I be tripping, I be on one. Maybe he should just lock himself in the studio. Does he have enough money to not have to work for like 2 months? Lock himself in his house for like 2 months, work on an album, self-produce it, and take a break. Because I feel like DDG has potential to be really big, but he has so much internal stuff that just gives me the ick. Like, yeah. And then I could see it. I could see his aspirations, and he just wants to be a big star entertainer, somebody. He wants to be big, but he's holding himself back because he's doing things that he think will make him big. He's not leaning into, look, this is what made you big in the first place. I think he's lost that. What made you big in the first place? And then he gets caught up in the girls. I think the girls severely diminishes his persona. Granted, Ruby Rose was my favorite that he's ever been with. I don't even think she'd spin the block because she doesn't seem like a spin the block type of girl. What is she? Is she a Libra? Ruby Rose. I just want to see her birthday. She October 2nd. Did I ask if she was a Libra? Yeah, she's a Libra. I just knew she gives major Libra energy. Libra is the opposite of an Aries, and I think that's what Hallie is, an Aries. So like you could tell DDG was just trying to find everybody that's different from Ruby and end up with Hallie and really fuck herself over with that one. I'm just not a fan of Hallie. I said it. I don't like them girls. Like, I don't like them. I don't know why. I really don't know why, and I probably don't have a reason. Granted, if I had to work with them, all professional, all cordial, but as an audience member, like if I'm just one of the audience members, I pass, hard pass. I don't want to see or know, like, I don't like them. I feel like they're very manipulative. It gives very manipulative energy, and I don't like it. I got way off topic, but speaking of Ruby Rose, she was at Wireless Fest. I saw her on Ben's stream in the background. So that's why how did she get there? I feel like she pays her own way though. And that's not shade, but I don't know. The comments were saying that DDG didn't show up on Friday because he didn't run into Ruby Rose. I feel like at this point, like, you guys are all big stars and the audience likes all of you. So like, you would make more money if you just like got along. You would make so much more money if you guys just got along or pretended to get along for the camera. You know, kind of like Ben and DDG did. I don't know if they really don't like each other. That's just what I feel. But anyways, yeah, that's my thing about DDG and the whole India love situation. I was trying to say it without disrespecting her because there's no disrespect at all. I'm just making an audience commentary. And I just feel like she dropped the ball. No. I just feel like I wanted so much more from her. I projected so many high expectations on her. I really thought she was like a boss ass bitch. And that's not at all what she gave. And I'm just kind of like backtracking. Side point. Yeah, I went back to Lipstick Alley because I was trying to get more information for Wireless Fest. I'm glad that it's closed now because I don't want to be back there ever again. I genuinely hate everyone on there except maybe like 5, and that's a stretch. People, what am I getting at? What I'm getting at is once it closed, oh, what did they say? Glaze, so much donuts in that thread. So many donuts in that thread with all that glaze. Like, I get you want to support your favorite, your king, but like, come on. Like, for real. Like, get a grip and be a real human being with brains. Like, come on. But I feel like if Drake took his dirty drawers off and shoved it in their mouth, they'd be grateful for the experience. That's how much glaze they are. Anyways, I was getting at Once it closed, because I wouldn't say heavy in the thread, but I actually would comment in the beginning. I told you guys my name already. I'm not going back. Anyways, I don't even know the login, so I just be lurking as like not even logged in, which is better for me because I'm trying to stay away from the drama, but every so often I find myself back. What's the point? The point is I went to the earlier pages where I was posting, but see, I would post and then leave. I wouldn't read what anyone said back about me, nothing. I would just post and leave. So I finally, a year and some change later, was like, let me go back and see if I could find what I was saying and what people said back. I read my stuff and I'm like, that's why nobody likes you. I have this thing where like, okay, let's just keep going with the story and then we'll talk about me. So like I said something very much like, I'm not going to repeat it because I'm not trying to bring back old drama. We've already lived through that last year and it's finally dying down with the rap beef. Anyways, I said something along those lines. Like, did I miss the funeral? And I was like, throwing the whole word around, just being really disrespectful. I never pass up on a chance to be disrespectful. And so the girlies didn't like it at all. I never read what they said until yesterday. So somebody literally went back and like pulled old things of me being in support of the artist. And they were like, is this you? And then something called me a K-Dot fan. Like, dude, if there's one thing about me, I'm not a fan of nobody for real. Like, because this is the thing, human beings are dynamic. So like, I might love you today, but then we'll see something I don't like and despise your existence tomorrow. Like, didn't we see me go hard for Mary Jane Byarm just for me like 4 lives ago? Be like, fuck her. So it's like, I won't say I'm loyal, but if I don't know you, I have no reason to be loyal to you. Like, same thing with the whole India love situation. That's why I'm bringing it up, because I thought about that. I'm like, I do that. Like, hi, Maya. I go hard in support for people in the moment. And then I might just not feel the same way no more. And I'll go as hard in the disrespect. I don't know what that makes me. But they were so mad. They're like, oh, you fake fan. Like, was I ever a real fan? I mean, I know I did say I was a fan. So that's why I can't even argue back. I can't even be like, I can't even, because like, yeah, I most definitely did be in support 1 minute and then change my support the next minute. And now I'm back in mediocre support this minute. But see, this is the thing. And this is why I go by, I'm not mentally ill like those girls are, because, I mean, maybe they do know him for real. I don't, though. I ain't never met the nigga a day in my life. So I have no reason to just be diehard loyal. I have no reason. Now, if I met him, then cool. Maybe I'd be more respectful. Yeah, I probably wouldn't say what I've said or go visibly that much of a flip-flop. Sorry, I want to get these. But yeah, they didn't get me because I knew that I was flip-flopping. Because I don't have, like, dude, who hears information like that and still be like, it's all lies? I don't know you niggas. I don't know if it's lies or not. All I know is I heard what I heard and it's disgusting and I'm angry. Period. Poo. So, yeah, me changing my thoughts on India Love reminded me of what those people said. Oh, and then they were like, and so then some girl was so angry. Granted, I didn't see these in real time. I saw it all last night. She was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Downvoting me and put in the what the fuck. I'm like, you guys are mentally unstable for real. Why are you that angry because I thumbs down and gave you the crazy eyes on a statement? Like, she was really cussing me out. Well, old me. She was cussing Mocha Frat out. And I'm like, I was reading it and I was like, the best thing I could have done was post and never look back. because who I was then is not who I am today. So I probably would have gone back and forth. I'm way too better to go back and forth with people these days. But I'm like reading it and laughing my ass off. And I'm like, they are so angry with me. They were so angry with me. So angry. And I feel like I didn't even say anything that bad. I didn't get on here. I called them a hoe. Yeah, I did. You know, but that anger, it's like you would think that I like there's something terrible. But you know what the gag was? When I was in support, they would thumbs down me then too. Like, the only reason I would comment in support is because they'd be tearing his character down. Like, oh, I wish the old you know who would be back. Like, they'd be going in. And I'd be like, that's not right. So I would comment something in support to kind of balance out the negative because I know everybody reads there. So I just didn't want a whole line of this negative stuff. So let she screenshot it. And then even the thing she screenshot, at the end I said, and his friends that be in here are doing more harm than good. Which is so true. Anyways, that's too how I know they're not right in the head. Like, they just don't like me because they don't like me. Like, because when I was in support, still got thumbs down. People didn't give a fuck. People had attitude. And now and then I never even knew. I did say LA stands with Kendrick. I did say that because they do. Like, they really do. I didn't say I stand with Kendrick. I said LA stands with Kendrick. And that's just for me being in LA, seeing how hard they fuck with him. But anyways, I took it as I'm a K-Dot fan. Am I? I like him. I like both of them, really. Will I choose? No, because that has nothing to do with me. Why would I choose? Now, that's because I don't know none of these niggas for real. I don't know none of these niggas for real. So I'm not about to choose and take side, and I don't know you guys. Like, stupid. You know, them, they might know him for real, and that's why they don't feel mentally ill going as hard. But enough about that. Let's move on. Oh, so yeah, I'm glad the thread is closed, and they moved on to something else. I think the dark room, because I cannot. I used so much discipline to stay away, and like I literally stayed away from all those months. Like, from the last time I posted to whenever we were on here looking at each other, every live stream that we did. I think once was like the Super Bowl, and that's when I went back after all those times. And then recently. And then it was like, oh no, you're falling back into the pit again. You got to get out of that thread. It's like very bad spell work. And you know something? I talked about this before. Back in like 2023, I had a dream about Lipstick Alley specifically and like getting hexed. And that's when I first knew, oh, this is gossip. Well, yeah, gossip and slander and lies. That's all witchcraft and spell work. But anyways, like, it's a weird energy over there. And you get caught up, and then you notice your mind starts being warped. So, like, I was trying to give all last week. I was trying to, well, not last week, just for the wireless festival. And then when he did that, what did I miss release? I had to apply so much self-discipline to not go. And I hate using that much restraint and self-discipline because it's so draining. Like, it's so draining. It's like trying to quit smoking weed. So now that it's done, and I saw it, I was like, oh, it's about to be at 500 pages. Hallelujah, Harry. Because, like, I don't have to even be disciplined. I just won't see it. It's not accessible to me anymore. Oh, I love that for me. I feel like that was the universe really helping me. I just need, like 3 weeks of abstinence, and I won't care again. So it means I need to find something to do All right, moving on to the next topic. Did I cover the points? Just to spin the block on that topic. So yeah, sometimes I might be in support of somebody and then change that support. It's all based on information that I get. I might not see nothing wrong with you today and see something I think is like some fuck nigga shit and hate you. That's how my emotions work. Like, I don't know, like, I can't just be like, oh, I like you and forever, no matter what you do. No, it's very dynamic. It depends. And if I don't know you for real, I'm not in a parasocial relationship. So I have no reason to be loyal to people I don't know for real. And that's just that on that. So yeah, I'm going to bounce around and do what I want and do what I like because I have no reason to be loyal to people I don't know for real. I think that's mentally ill. All right. So let's move on topics. Cosplaying life, shall we? Yes, cosplaying life. I feel like there was something else. Meeting 3 guys, go through each. What was that about? Well, yesterday I did meet like 2 different guys. One guy is a local rapper. And he was like doing his Nipsey CD hustle, which is cool. But he always be wanting something more. And I'm like, the reason why I made that face is because I want to be respectful of how I say what I say. But because I know he would probably see this. How I feel is like, bro, you are in the middle of your hustle. Like, you're trying to get your money up. You don't need a girlfriend. And he doesn't want a girlfriend. He just wants fucking privileges. Hell no. And that's what he's like. He's like, you look really good. I'm like, thanks. Like, you were talking to niggas, huh? And I'm like, hell no. That's why I look so good, because I'm nigga free. Like, and some lady that was walking up, she was going into the store, she started laughing because she heard me say that. I'm like, yeah, everyone knows that the minute you in a relationship, you start looking dry and drained. Like, that's why I have my youthful vigor, because I don't deal with no niggas. Like, not in my real life. Let's just leave it like that. Not in my real life. Not on my social media life. I don't know. I do a lot. I'm just playing. So yeah, no, like, I most definitely would be like, hi friend, and we keep it like that. But I'm not about to meet you in no private quarters. I'm not about to be doing none of that. Because, like, just get your money up. Worry about that, you know? That's the nicest way I can say it. Just get your money up, you know? And not because I'm a gold digger, not at all. It's just because I'm so over the struggle of, like, I can struggle by myself. I don't want to be struggling with somebody else because that's going to make me want to sock you in the neck. Like, I'm going to just look at you in hatred because it's like, why aren't you doing better? Like, I already hate me for not doing better. Why aren't you doing better? Now I hate you and me. No way. So yeah, just friends. And not even like friends like you can contact me. Because he always says, you be playing. Like, I'm not playing. I don't be playing. It's just I don't have nothing to talk to you about outside of when I see you in real life. Because that's how it goes. You start talking to people and then you start getting feelings that you've never had before. And the next thing you know, you doing it. Hell no. Like, I love myself way too much to just allow myself to fall into those traps and patterns. Like, it's not that I'm looking for anything long term. Well, no, let me not say that. I'm not looking for like specific commitment. I want to put myself in healthy environments, better environments. So like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, that's probably why guys call women gold diggers, because of what I'm about to say. I'll say it like this. I want a mentor-esque style relationship. And if we're doing it, it most definitely has to be a mentor. Like, I most definitely need to be getting something from you. Not necessarily money. You can give me game. You can give me money. Perspective, opportunities. Like, I want the intangible energy of being with a winner. There we go. I want to be only with winners because that's what I'm trying to be, a winner. I don't want to say I'm not in my winning season, but I'm winning right now. I'm starting to win these days. And that's all I want to be around is winners, because I want to soak up from you. It's the little things, like if I'm in your presence and you're handling business, I want to see how you do it. I want to hear how you go about the phone calls, because all I'm going to do is store the information and then try to recreate it for myself. And I want those kind of people that have a lot to offer, not necessarily money. Because why not money? Because like you can give me 50 racks and I will go through that in maybe 6 months and then still be looking for more money. Like, I want you to give me, what is it that I'm not doing right? Where do I need to go? Put me in the room with somebody that can take me there. Like that kind of energy. And so, like, if you can't give me that, then there's really nothing I can give you. Like, yeah, I can't offer you anything, buddy. You can't even give me what I need to get to my next level. So I definitely can't give you nothing. So yeah, that's that guy. The next guy is I never knew him before. I was like walking. Oh, I'll go back to that other topic. But I was walking out of the store, and then he was like, he clearly looked disheveled. Like, he had every car door open. He was parked like on the wrong side of the parking lot. It looked like he had a lot going on. And he's like trying to holler at me. Oof, that was so dated. He's trying to talk. He was trying to talk, and I'm like, he was like, let me get your number. And I'm like, give me yours, because I'm not about to give numbers out. I just get tired of blocking people. So like, give me yours and I'll decide if I want to talk to you. Also, when I give my number out, I get those good morning beautiful text messages, and I hate that. Not that I hate good morning beautiful messages. If I like you, great, give me them. But if I don't know you and you do that, I'm like, like, now I gotta talk to you and play nice, and I don't even know if I like you yet. It just puts way too much. It's like you're too close. Back up. So give me your number. So I'm like, he's like, why? So you cannot call me? Will he see this? Probably not. And you'll find out why later. So he's like, what? Oh, so he's like, so why? You cannot call me? I'm like, I mean, I will think about it. Like, I probably will take some days to think about it before I do call you. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because you know how it goes. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, now we playing stupid. I couldn't find the words to explain it without being like vulgar, but we all know how it goes. You give the number and all they want to do is fuck. So all they're going to try to do is get you in a room to fuck. Like, it don't matter how you swing it. That's all they want to do. And I'm just like way too better for that. Like, you know how many years? Okay, I'll tell you how many years. 2023 September, we're coming up on 2 years. I have invested so much money, time, energy in myself since I've been single, to where I am so desired. Like, I am so desired. And like borderline accomplished. I know I complain about not having a car and a house, but that's literally the only two things I don't have, my nigga. Like, all right, let me start getting feminine. That's the only two things I don't have. Like, you know how winning you are when that's the only two things you don't have? That's all I don't have. Out of everything you need to be set in life, those are the only two things I don't have. And that's why I push. So, hi, 10 hearts. Thanks for the chat. Hey, cutie. What's up? I should probably not call everybody cutie because I call some people cutie. What can I say? Oh, minor. Hey, Hardy. How are you? Oh, wait, I forgot they could watch and see this. I'm like typing. Doy. I'm a minor. What's good? It's okay. I'm an elder. We won't cross any lines. I promise you. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So, love the comment, though. Thanks for showing some love. See, everybody, this is how you do it. I wish I had a round of applause thing for 10 hearts down here. But that's how you guys do it. You pop in and you say, hello, how are you? Round of applause for 10 hearts, because I love this support. This is what we want on the show. Thank you. Thank you. Like, for real. Bow down to you. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone else follow in line. So back to the story. yeah, I invested way too much. I smell drywall with my ear. You know, I don't know what to say about that one. It reminds me of this. Let me pull this up for you really quick. Sarah Lynn. I believe you guys call her Mabel. Drywall. This is literally what I thought about when you said that. Let me take these off. Hopefully you're stick around long enough to see this reference.
I got nothing left to care about.
What do you mean get? This whole house is booze and drugs. Here.
Yogurt covered raisins?
Nope. Vicodin covered? Vicodin.
Oh.
LSD.
Wow.
Crystal meth. Cocaine. No, that's drywall. Oh, where the hell did I hide the cocaine?
That's what I thought about, literally, when you said I smell drywall with my ear. Hopefully you heard that. I'll check back in the playback. But yeah, so with that guy, I put so much energy into myself that I just am not going to. Listen to Hidden in the Sand by Tally Hall. I got you. If it's a bop, it's going in the 2025 playlist. I was not expecting this. I just have to make sure I had it right. It's actually cool. Will I get copywritten? I'm gonna play it out loud. Take these back out. For the audience. How do you guys know I like old cartoons?
You told me to buy a pony, but all I wanted was you.
It's like so peaceful, yet everyone's like freaking out. This is my nervous system. Why am I finding this hilarious? Wow. This is one of the greatest things I've seen all day. Floating hat. So dark. But the song was beautiful. Thumbs up for that. Hold on, let me get something for you. There we go. Sorry, that was not it. This. Thanks, 10 hearts. Gotta go. Hope you have a good day. Finishing up. Yep, I'm finishing up. So shout out to 10 hearts, everybody. Gave us some really cool content. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. All right. I love it. Love that, you guys. See, the interactions could be so simple. Don't be shy. Me and 10 Hearts just had a great moment. And you can have one too if you just join the chat. So I got 20 minutes before I gotta go. Because trust me, nobody wants to hear me. Or nobody wants to edit that. So the story? Anyways, yeah, so he's like, oh, you're not gonna message, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I gotta think about it. And then I tell him why. Now I gave you guys the backstory as of why I'm like that. Like, I invested way too much time to just be giving myself to anybody for real. Like, for real. I'm back. What's up? So anyways, with the guy, he was sorry, my brain. Basically, he's like, I don't know how we got onto the topic of age. He's like, how old are you? And I'm like, 34. He's like, I'm 50. No, he says, I'm 54. And I'm like, I'm 34. And it's not that I don't like older guys. You just gotta be a special old guy. Like, and this might be the most fucked up thing I've ever said, but in his car, he had the handicap plaque. And I just knew, no. It just is like a symbol of too old. Like, if you're old, cool. But if you have old and have the disability plank in the front, I might pass. Hard pass. Anyways, he's like, oh, I lost my wallet. It's just way too much going on, to be honest. Way too much going on. And then as we're finishing up our conversation, the security guy drives by and gives him a gas can full of gas. And he's like, thanks, I didn't have my wallet. Instant red flag. Why? Because that's exactly the same game my ex-husband did. He would go out and panhandle for gas money and then be like going on dates at the same time. So that just kind of like, and then he also used almost every same line that my ex-husband used. So that's why I was getting like, he was like, oh, I want to be your boyfriend and get you pregnant. I eat water. Actually, that's very doable. I used to do that. Like, for real. Like, pour some water in a bowl and eat it with a spoon. Like, even lit, if you get some iced tea and get one of those big serving spoons and then just drink it as if you're like from the 1800s drinking out of a watering hole. Most definitely would do that too. But yeah, that was that with him. It was like so many red flags in the situation. Shout out to Queen Sovereign. She's prepared me for this. So I think that was pretty much it about that. Oh yeah, so the ladies at the store, they like assumed that I had work done because I guess, I've been looking better these days. And that's like one of the greatest compliments to me these days when people think I've had work done. And I'm like, no, what do I look like getting work done? And I don't have a car and a house. Are we in that world today where like literally the only way to make a transformation is to get work done? I have my viewpoints on that, but I'm going to keep them to myself. Also, I enjoy the pure life, like not holy, fuck that. Pure, like right now the only thing I can say is, oh, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I don't have caffeine, I don't drink coffee. Like, I love that for me. Like, it's like a purity thing. And then like in my mind now I'm obsessed with being pure. Like, can I just be like a baby, not have anything? Like lately I've been not taking medicine when I have headaches simply because I like the pure thing. Like, what is that? Okay, now it's gonna get a little dirty. It's literally to be like, when I am intimate, I wonder what that would feel like, a body that's pure. Like, now we're getting into weird because it's like not necessarily like a baby. But you know how a baby like can't even really take medicine because like their system's not ready, it's too pure. That, like, what does it look like to bang somebody that's pure, like don't do nothing? I'm obsessed with that concept. And I want to be that person so bad. So where did I get onto this topic? I don't know, but I feel like there was a reason why I was saying all this. I guess my overall thoughts about that is I enjoy being pure for the sake of what it will feel like to the other party. I feel like I was getting somewhere. Oh, the work done thing. So yeah, work. Instead of getting work done, the pure route would be diet and exercise. So yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah, I want to be pure. Everything I want it to be organic and pure because I just know that would hit different. Like, you know, like as a woman, you brand yourself differently from the other girls. So like I don't necessarily think that's anything that sets me apart from the other girls, except how much stuff can I abstain from? And then that will mold me into a different being. And so when it's received, that will feel so different. Like it won't feel like the everyone else. Yeah. That lights me up inside. Like it could be just some woo-woo thing I made up to keep myself on the pure path, but it's more so of when I do get myself away, all of the stuff I abstained from, caffeine, all of this stuff, it would feel amazing. All right. Cosplaying life now, and then we're going to wrap this show up. So, my grown-up clothes versus my everyday clothes blending in. Yes, lately I have been in this thing where like I change clothes for every occasion. So like right now, these are my grown-up clothes. Chanel. It's not really Chanel, it's Cheyenne. But yeah, these are my grown-up clothes. And so like when I have appointments, when I have errands, when I have things to do outside of the house, I will go and put on my grown-up clothes, something like this. It's usually a dress. I'm a dress girl. Like I don't like pants too much because I sweat way too much. So I like flow, airflow. I love dresses. I'm a dress girl. So yeah, I usually have a dress or maybe a pant suit because I love flare pants, but like suit format flare pants. So like they're a pantsuit and like a little crop top that shows like a sliver of belly, like that. Um, and that's kind of how I've been rocking. I'll literally change into an outfit to go out, and I feel like it's cosplaying because like I'm not this wealthy single mom yet, but I most definitely cosplay as when I have the glasses. I don't have this purse, I have a different little carry purse, and I'm just giving very much Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada. Before I felt like a fake ass bitch for being like that, but now I'm like, you know what? This is life. Why can't we play characters when we leave? So I most definitely act like Miranda Priestley when I leave the house. Very woman of very few words, demanding, looking for the finer details. And then when I get home, I turn into a goofball because that's who I am for real. Throw on my sweatpants, throw on my hoodie, and just look like a boy. And I very much enjoy that. Very much enjoy that. It makes life fun. Make life fun again. I did not mention Texas. Shout out to Texas because I was on TikTok maybe mid last week, Wednesday. It was actually brought to my attention, the floodings. Granted, I saw flood captions and I saw a death count rising, but if I'm very honest, I did not give a fuck. And I didn't want to ruin my day on bad, sad news. But then I was watching something else, and then she was bringing up one of the camps, and then was talking about like the girls, and I was just like, what? So of course, you know me, I went on TikTok and binged every topic on it, and it was so sad, like traumatic. That, you know what? That's exactly why I left Texas, though. Granted, it wasn't in Houston. It was like about 3 hours away from Houston, maybe 2 hours away from Austin. And that's exactly why I left Texas, because when I lived there, we were evacuated for a flood warning. And it didn't get so bad, but I saw how fast the water rises. And in my mind, I just knew, like, this is not something I want to do with my life. Like, because this is how it works in Texas. Just when you're comfortable, here comes the rain, and now you gotta go. That happened to us several times. When I first lived in Texas, I stayed with my aunt, and where we were, it was actually bad in a lot of areas, and we even got um the I guess you guys can leave if you want to. We decided to wait it out because my aunt had this big ass house and we were just gonna stay in the house. And in that moment, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like getting comfortable in life, and then here comes a flood. Like, I did not like that. So then we moved out and got into our own apartment. And it was the same thing. We actually evacuated. And you know what sucks about evacuating? Everyone evacuates. So with good luck finding a hotel, we ended up sleeping in the car because, like, there was no local hotels. We had to drive so far out. And then the ones that were open was like almost $200 a night. I'm not trying to pay $200 a night, especially when I didn't even want to be there. Like, I wanted to be home, you know? I feel like for flood days, it should be like drop the price. But it was in that moment I realized, like, you know what? I gotta get out of this place because they have floods every Wednesday. Like, the flooding in, well, it was in Houston where I was, but the flooding is not funny. Like, I'm trying to think, because when I lived in Arizona, we had a really bad flood and it got up to like our thighs. I won't say our waist, but our thighs. It got really high. And you know, the way God works, not to bring him up and everything, but like our neighbors were stranded in, like, that's the thing. We lived off grid and it got really high with the water. They were stranded and they couldn't leave like the neighborhood for like 2 weeks, maybe like 10 days, because the water was so high everywhere. And like some people tried to drive and their car got stuck in the mud. And so it was just a whole thing. They was having to like tow each other out, so then people just stopped leaving, which sucked because you run out of groceries really fast. Luckily for us, when it happened, we weren't home. And I was trying to drive, like I dropped my ex-husband off at one of his jobs. And I took the car and me and the kids were going to go home and chill because I did not want to be at her house. So I'm driving back and it's raining from every corner. I'll get back to Texas. Raining. I could barely see. I'm praying because, like, so scared. Oh no.
Gotta go inside.
No. Go get your tablet.
Come on.
She's so cute.
Hurry.
You want some gummies? She's cutting into my time. I got 6 minutes left.
Why?
Here. Uh-oh. Okay. Raining everywhere. I'm driving and it looks flat. Like, it doesn't look like it's a deep puddle. You know, it's a lot of water coming up, but so I'm driving. We hit this pool. The front end of the car tanks in. I'm like, oh my God, trying to back up. We finally back up. I was so afraid that I hydro-locked the motor, and that's not a good spot because it's like one road and they got big rigs that go back and forth. Couldn't see anything. So they're going to travel high speed and just either head in collision or rear end us. Not a good spot. So that was like the worst flooding I experienced in Arizona living off grid. What I'm getting at is when it gets really flooded, you can't tell how deep it is, especially if you're driving. You will tank in. So going back to Texas, that water rises so fast. Like within minutes, you're stuck because it's way too high. Hell no. So I will probably never live in Texas again. for that very reason. Too much flooding. Too much flooding. Way too much flooding. I don't like it. I don't like playing with my life, you know? Yeah, no, not at all. But shout out to all the families that suffered from the flooding. I forgot the details. Let me be respectful and look it up. And I haven't heard they're like back under flooding too. Camp Mystic, that's where it goes. Those girls, like 7, as long as 7, 8, 10. One of the rooms that like where everybody died, it was like the younger girls, and they said that they were the closest to some river, and everyone's like, why did they put the little kids that close to the river? And I'm like, the irony of it being a Christian camp, because like the asshole in me wants to say, well, where was your God? I'm sorry, but yeah, it was all done janky, and then it made it even worse that a natural disaster happened. And yeah, like a whole room of kids. My daughter's 8, and honestly, that just put enough fear for me to be like, she's never going to camp. You know why? I have a thing with sending my kid with people for that very reason. If something cracks off, you're going to have to trust that people are going to give their life to save your kid. What if they're inadequate? What if they fail at it? What if all of them die? I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad because I know if it was me, I would succeed. I would be alive and my kid would be alive. So I'm just like, not to be controlling, but I feel like nobody can keep my kids alive better than me because I'm so determined. Like, I just know, like, no, I would fight somebody with a loaded gun and win just because I'm that determined to keep all of us alive. Somebody else might not be. I don't know what you're made of. You might be a weakling with a poor mental disposition. Hell no. So like that also was a thing like, we can check off camps off the list because my daughter will never go to a camp ever. I don't trust anybody enough to be at a camp. But that was shitty. And you know what's interesting? As much news as we got about the LA fires, like they literally hijacked every social media. These Texan people, I have not heard not one celebrity say anything. And that's why I told y'all back then, fuck these niggas and their LA fires. Because when it's y'all, they don't care.
Mommy,
They don't care.
told you. Honest is the hair, Mommy.
Okay.
You have to get
Like, they don't care. So, like, with the LA fires, it was like, oh, pray for LA, pray for LA. No, fuck LA. Because just like it's in Texas, nobody's saying pray for Texas. Like, I did not hear as much coverage. I only heard it from someone in Texas. So I'm like, you see how it is? LA people are selfish. Don't care about them. Don't care about them. And a lot of these people are doing fine today. So that's why I said, like, fuck them, fuck LA, because like now, no one's saying anything, not even prayers for the Texas victims, nothing. Like, are they even going out to help? Like, you know, they wanted all this stuff for their burnt up houses earlier this year, and like, not a single person is like, I'm gonna go help rescue people. Nobody. That's why I said, this is fake and fluff. Like, don't care about LA at all. This is not a real disaster. This is just money mismanagement. What's happening in Texas is a real disaster. And I label disasters, I know this is terrible, by how many people die. Let's see what the death count is. And there's people missing. Like, they had over hundreds of people still missing with over hundreds death camp or count. Let's see. Death toll tops 130. That's a real disaster, baby. Not that we're comparing. But at least 132 people have been confirmed dead after flash floods devastated central Texas in the early morning of July 4th. That's what also, when I read all this, made me so much more terrified. Imagine you waking up out of your sleep and going through this in a pitch black dark. Have y'all been to Texas? It's dark as hell out there. And in a flood, these people, that means a lot of people drowned because it was way too dark to see. Can you imagine being swept away in pure darkness? Dude. And Texas has so many frogs. Not that the frogs have anything to do other than like freaking me out more. And snakes. Oh my God. Like, I just freak out about that. The last thing I want to be is in a mysterious pool of water in the middle of the night. These people were asleep when they got flooded. That's terrible. Like, that's the most scariest thing in the world. Like, and so the search for more than 160 people still missing was disrupted over the weekend by another round of rain and flooding. So they got 132 people confirmed dead and 160 people missing. This is a real disaster. And I'm like, why are we not sending in people to go help with this? Because, like, I hate to sound bleak, but that was 10 days ago. Are these 160 missing people alive? Because if not, that's going to bring the toll up to like 292, almost 300 people in 10 days just wiped out. And like, west of Austin, the state capital. So yeah, I'm not hearing enough coverage about it, especially that it's still an ongoing disaster. That's why I say fuck LA, because they wanted so much attention and so much sympathy, and like half of them are just minding their very business. Like, get on a flight and go help. Like, especially the ones like Heidi and Spencer. Hop on a plane and go help, you worthless idiots. Okay, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But never help LA. Never help LA. That's what you guys should learn. Mickey House. Mickey House. You want me to come in and play? No. All right, you guys, that is the time. 133 to 100. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Like I said, I do not want to edit anything more than that. Shout out to 10 Hearts for joining us. It was such a great experience having participation. When we come back, we are going to talk about dating a guy that's barely around. My son's anger like a white boy. I never talked about Humble, and I didn't talk about streamers, but I did. I think with the streamers thing, it was mostly India Love. I wanted to backtrack. Not backtrack my support, but just backtrack. I was really glazing. Like, I'm calling it glaze now because I was giving her a lot of stuff that she isn't. No shade, but I had high expectations and high hopes. So I believe we talked about streamers, but I want to do a deeper dive into streamers. Maybe we'll open with that next Monday. We'll be back next Monday. And yeah, I believe that's the show, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. What can you expect for the rest of this week? Well, this will be edited into talk show format and it will be out for you guys on Wednesday. And then the second half will be out for you guys on Friday. So if I live up to my promises, that's what you can expect. Tell your friends, share it everywhere so we can get long form content, just as many views as our short form content. A new episode of the podcast will be out Thursday. I know I said that last week, and then I realized, you know what? Doing a weekly show, podcast show, is kind of stupid. Why? I just felt like it's stupid. Every 2 weeks is what it is. So that would mean this Wednesday for sure, or Thursday, this Thursday for sure. We will have a new episode. All of the details are in the description box, so you can click other links. Crash Course Pod is still not. We still left off on Tyler the Creator. I'm going to do the XXL freshman covers I want to do that next. I know I always keep talking about it. I work in a mysterious way. I have the idea, but I have to wait for that to like really do it. This time I'm not procrastinating. I just wait for this internal feeling of, okay, today's the day. And I haven't had that yet, but when it happens, it will happen. I'm going to start putting a day on it. And then if it gets too long, then I'm just going to pull the plug, because that might just be some perfectionism going on and I need to just get it going. So that's what you can expect. A new podcast episode on Thursday. The details are below, and you can watch it back. This in a short talk show format on Wednesday and on Friday. Possibly Crash Course Pod, and follow my socials, Viva the Life Podcast on Instagram, bossyprodaboots.co on Instagram for short form content, mostly reels, memes, cooking, all that fun stuff. Also here on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because you will enjoy it. I must say, you will enjoy it. There's TikTok. I am .bossyprodaboots, and it's pretty much the same. What I do across all platforms is I won't say the same content, because it's not necessarily the same content. Although, depending on the days, I might have the same thing posted, but there's literally something different on every there's a different theme on every social media. So what you follow me and see on TikTok might not necessarily be the same vibe on Instagram. It won't be at all. Two different people. That works for all of my personalities. And then my YouTube persona is a lot different than TikTok and Instagram. I think that's why I get so many views across all three, because it's literally appealing to different types of people. But we need to streamline long form content. So that's what you can look forward to for the rest of the week. Once again, shout out to 10 Hearts for the participation. Even gave us some content to watch. So shout out to you. You are a winner. And yeah, keep on shining. I will see you guys next Monday. Bye.